it's Amanda, and I'm coming to you with another video. I had a viewer request to kind of see how TWSBI Midnight Blue compares to Noodlers 54th, Massachusetts. I happen to have bottles of each, so I thought that I would go ahead and do a video real fast. So what I'm going to do is I have my Hobonichi right here, so we'll be testing these on some Tomoe River paper. I have my bottle of TWSBI ink. I have my bottle of 54th Massachusetts. I'm trying not to shake it up because I wanted to kind of demonstrate that sometimes you have to like shake up Noodlers inks. But yeah, so when I first got a sample of Noodlers 54th Massachusetts, I loved the color. I loved the color of my sample, and so yeah, so I loved it enough that I bought a bottle. I thought it was great, blah blah blah, and then I got my bottle, and my bottle's kind of like it wasn't good. And I had the sample before I started making coloring cards, so I don't have a card from that time. I just have the ones that I initially made, and this looks slightly different because this is one that I had to like fix. As you can see, Noodlers kind of like wants to go through these cards. And 54th Massachusetts, I believe, is supposed to be water resistant, and that's like one of the big deals about it, unless I'm wrong. Like, I could be making that up, but I thought it was one that was supposed to be, I don't think it's officially labeled bulletproof, but I think it was supposed to kind of be like that. Yeah, so as you can see, the colors are not anything remotely close. This is, even though it's dark, it's also bright and vibrant, and then it has the red sheen. And then this is, I love this color actually. I love the color on here. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have a couple of paintbrushes, and I'm going to paint some ink on this paper, and I'm going to start with, we've already seen TWSBI Blue, I'm still going to put it on here, TWSBI Midnight Blue, but I'm going to start with the 54th Massachusetts, where I don't do anything to the bottle. I haven't agitated it or shaken it up or done anything with it. And then, yeah, I'm about to sneeze, hold on. So I'm going to grab some ink and paint it on my page. It's probably going to make me a liar. So that's what it looks like without agitating it or shaking the bottle or doing anything with it. And actually, this color looks nice. This video is going to make me a liar. When I first got this bottle of ink, it was like gray, and I didn't like the way it looked. It was, yeah, it just wasn't, I wasn't thrilled with it. So now I'm probably going to love it. So now I'm going to cap it back up, and I'm going to kind of like roll it around, because you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of like stuff that's settled at the bottom. And this isn't like it's not, it's like not supposed to do that. Yeah, I know, Patches agrees. I don't know if you can still see, there's like, it's like sediment or whatever. Like whatever stuff he uses in the ink, but you can see it's kind of drying, like sort of grayish. I can't tell. I think I can see the bottom again now, so I think that I have successfully incorporated all or most. And I'm not like super rough with it. I just kind of gently, or you can also like roll it around like that. But yeah, but now you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see it, but you can kind of see like the bubbles and stuff. You can see through the glass again. Kind of around the perimeter, there's still some stuff there, but I think it'll be fine. So I'm going to grab, and now you can see that it's all bubbly. Oh, can you? No, you can't. Now you can see it's all bubbly. So I'm just going to dip my brush again. Oh, I dipped too far because I couldn't see. And we'll see if we get a different color, if it dries any differently. And then I'm going to set this off to the side for now and get my TWSBI. I have a different brush. It's the same brush, but it's a different brush. And then I'm going to I've used more ink than I thought of this bottle. And then I'm going to just paint this on. So you can see the colors are completely different. Yeah. So that's what these look like. And you can see they do, like, these two versions do kind of look different. I don't know how or why, but yeah, but you can see these are like two totally different inks. I would say it would depend on which color you like the best. But my sample, like, see, it's drying pretty light. My sample was a nice dark blue. Not quite the TWSBI Midnight Blue, but it was a nice dark blue. So what I'll go ahead and do is, I don't need this anymore because I have a pen. Actually, I have a pen sitting here. I'm going to ink this pen with the Noodlers 54th. I dunked it too far. But yeah, like, Noodlers inks can be inconsistent, and so the color that I have here is not the color that you might get if you order it. I'm gonna move this off to the side. I have a page, this is a piece of Rhodia, so I'm just gonna write, I'm gonna close this bottle of ink because tempting fate. Oops. Okay, so see, so this is actually, like, it's writing pretty light compared to, I don't have anything to compare it to, but my first experience was with this ink was it was a nice dark blue. And this is like kind of, it looks faded. And maybe, I don't know, maybe this is what it's supposed to look like and the sample I got was wrong. I don't know. But I was not pleased with my sample of this ink, or I was not pleased with my bottle of this ink. And then here is the TWSBI. So I think it really just depends on what you're kind of going for. Okay, so let's just do some, okay, that's still drying and I don't want to end up on another page. So let's say hi to Agatha. Hi, Agatha! We love you! I actually, like, set this down on another piece of paper and thought I got TWSBI Midnight Blue all over the back of her, and I did not, thankfully. I think it was all over my hand instead. Thank goodness! So let's see if I have a page here. This will work. Okay, yeah, this will work. So this is a ink sometimes, or a book that sometimes I'll, like, just doodle in, and by doodle I mean color it in, or, like, if I have, like, pens, but like this page. This is Coalsack Nebula, Nemesign Coalsack Nebula, and Blue Snowball Nebula, and this is I think, which one? One of these is Sydney Lavender. I think it's this one that's Sydney Lavender. And this one is Amethyst de Laurel. But this one looks shimmery because of the shimmer from the page before. This is Robert Oster Black Violet. Soda Pop Blue. This is TWSBI Black and a green of some kind from April. April starting 30 days. This is golden yellow and TWSBI Black, I think. This is a bunch of pinks and purples. Haha, a turquoise. I don't remember what inks these were. I was just emptying pens. Yamabudo. I don't remember what purple that was. Oh, this one. This one's cool. This is TWSBI Black and TWSBI Blue, but purple from this page seeped through, and so now it just looks like it. I love it. Oh my god, I love it so much. Okay, anyway, off topic. Where was that sheet that I saw? Okay, so I'll do a writing sample in here. And this is a medium nib, and you can see it's actually like, it's kind of spreads. But this ink spreads out, and it, like, this is a medium, but it's writing like a broad, sort of. And this is a broad, but this nib and ink is so juicy, it probably looks like a double broad, but... Oops. Lazy dog. This is so juicy. I almost think it's too wet for this pen. Like, because this nib is so juicy and, like, I think, ooh, I love it, but also still, like, calm down. So there. That's what this looks like. And I don't like this. I like what I had in the sample. I don't like what I have in the bottle. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice color. It's just not, again, like Slag Gray, I'm comparing it to itself and it's not the same. And I wish I had the sample so I could compare that and show you what it looked like, because you could get something that's not that. I know Fountain Pen Insanity did a video where she compared a bunch of blues, and I think she had 54th Massachusetts, because I remember we talked about it in our comment section. She did. I'll see if I can find that, and I'll link the video as well. And I think I liked her version better than mine, and I think she had the darker blue version, or I can't remember the details of hers, but I know that she did it in a video. She kind of showed it with some other blues, so yeah. So here's a little encouragement. You can do it. This is TWSBI Black, maybe? It's a black of some kind. I don't think it's Proctor's Ledge. I think it's TWSBI Black, and I don't remember what this purple is. And yeah. So anyway, so sometimes when I'm on the phone or whatever on a Zoom call, I will just empty pens that are close to being emptied, and then I do crap like this. So, I mean, you don't have to do anything like specific or weird. Anyway, this is not related to this video. It just happens to be related to this notebook. Yeah, it's just fun. So anyway, hi Agatha, I love you. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and do, oh man, my water is blue. Okay, let me get some fresh water. That's the reason I was keeping those brushes off the side. Let me get some fresh water, and then we'll do a water test and see how these perform. In case you're wondering what these jars are, if you're not sure, these are those wee yogurt jars, and they had a couple of like designs for the summer, and I honestly got the yogurt. I mean, the yogurt's okay, but I got the yogurt for the little jars, and I use them for all my pen cleaning stuff, like you saw with the chromatography. Ooh. I should do a chromatography of this too. Yeah, so I'm going to throw some water on here and we'll let it sit here. Oh, let me get a paper towel, because I'd rather clean it up with a clean paper towel than my dirty ink cloth. This way you can see better what happens. So we have a clean paper towel. We have a syringe with some water in it, and we're just going to sprinkle some water on here a la Ink Dependence. Move that off to the side. We'll sit there. We'll let this sit there. So as you can see, the water resistance on the 54th Massachusetts is much better than the water resistance on the TWSBI Midnight Blue. Although you would be able to recover this. It's not gone, but there's that. Like, this doesn't look like water even touched it. And you have some, like the chromatography. Okay, now I really have to do a chromatography. It's probably not going to do anything, but Yeah, but you get like that top layer of blue that kind of goes away, and then you get the lighter blue underneath it, which we saw in the chromatography. It's my bag of chromatography strips because I don't want to lose them in case I need to refer back to them like now. So yeah, so that's what that one looks like. Let's go ahead and do that Noodlers one real fast. I'm going to oh, I actually have one right here. Perfect. I don't need the model, I have a pen. Bring our water back. Okay, I didn't fill this jar up as much, so let's see if it does anything. It's moving a little bit, but mostly it's just water. I know that an ink guy, Adam, our friend Adam, he has done a video on this particular ink, the Noodlers 54th, Massachusetts. His chromatography is probably much better than mine. I know that he does two versions. He does one where he does it right away like this, and then he does one, although I think he did that in that video, where he does one right away, and then he does one where he lets it dry for a while. I think this has been 30 seconds. So you can see that there is a line left, but on the strip, some blue and stuff went up the page. Although we let this dry for a while and it didn't. We let this dry for a while and it didn't move. So I think I watched the video of Adam's, but I don't remember. I was doing other things, and so I don't remember seeing the chromatography part. But like I said, he does one where he does the line and does the water right away, and then he does one where he does the line and lets it sit for like 10 minutes, and then he does the chromatography. And a lot of times, if it's a water resistant ink like this, it won't move up the page much, if at all. So anyway, go check that video out. I don't think he's done Midnight Blue from TWSBI. It's a really new ink, and I know that he has lots of inks to review. Man, that guy's like a machine. Not even a machine, but he's like always cranking out the videos. I'm so impressed. I mean, I do it like a month at a time, and I'm like, oh, like by the end, I'm like dying. Not really. I love doing these, but it's like, and every single day he has an ink video. Like, shout outs to Adam, like for real. Yeah, so anyway, so I hope this was helpful at all. Yeah, if there's anything else that you wanted to see or you want to know about, this page has dried, so we can see, whoops, so we can see, so this is the ink before I shook it up, this is the ink after I shook it up, and I don't know if you can tell, I can see a slight difference. It looks like there's more interesting things going on here, but it looks more uniform here. And then this is the TWSBI Midnight Blue with that sheen. No sheen really on here. But yeah. And then the paintbrush. Cleaning off the paintbrush. So yeah, so I guess it would just depend on what color you sort of wanted. I prefer the TWSBI Midnight Blue. That's my own personal preference. But yeah, so, I mean, obviously make your own choices. Yeah, I would get the TWSBI Midnight Blue all day long because I love it so much. And like I said, if my bottle of this ink was like my sample of this ink, I'd have been happy, and it's not. So, go check out Adam and Ink Guy, check out his review. I'll link it in the cards and in the description box. And then also, Fountain Pen Insanity, I will find her video where she compared a bunch of blues, and you can see it on her channel as well. And I'm sure that there are a million trillion other videos out there. Those are the ones that I specifically know by people that I watch all the time. So yeah, so check it out. And then this is still damp, but show you what it's kind of done a little bit. So yeah, so I'll keep this because I'm doing an ink shelf tour of all my inks. Like, not that you can tell from 30 Inks 30 Days. Because I'm doing, oopsie, that wasn't quite dry. Yeah, I do have the series that where I started with the Ackerman Simplicity's Violet. I am still doing that. I have a few videos filmed, but because it's been 30 Inks 30 Days, I don't want to like give you an ink of the day and then also give you another ink video. Unless you want them, I can start releasing them, but I was going to save those for next month. Just to like give you guys a break because Ink Flight's going to be coming, so that'll be another video. We have 30 inks to choose from. I already have the next few picked out. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, I hope this comparison was helpful at all. Yeah, and that this gives you, I mean, this tells me a lot. If the color was better, I'd probably use this ink all the time. But yeah, because this color isn't what I know, I have to really just want to use this ink. But this was a selling point for the ink, the fact that it is water resistant, and I'm glad I remembered that correctly. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Love you. Bye.